Welcome to One on One on God 101. I'm your host, Julie Chen Moonves. Yes, Big Brother fans, you recognize them, you love them. It is your latest favorite power couple, Jaylor, also known as Joseph and Taylor. Welcome.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you, Julie. It's so good to see you again.
It is so good to see both of you and to see the two of you together, which we'll get into in just a moment. So let me just do a quick recap. If you're a Big Brother fan, you know them. If you didn't catch this season, spoiler alert, I'm going to give you the recap. Taylor made history because she is the first African American female to win in a regular season of Big Brother, which just happened September 23rd. Was it 23rd? Late
25th.
September. 25th, that's right. And she made history another way because she's the first Big Brother player to win both the season and America's favorite house guest. Now, Joseph is one of the most beloved players of all time. We all saw the two of them flirt in the house, and it never became romantic until when?
Ooh.
Oh,
maybe right before we were chained together as Skid and Fancy. And then we were probably going to keep exploring afterwards. But I don't know, Julie, what happened? Somebody was plotting against us. This crazy twist from production happened.
Yes. You know, we have to keep the house guests on their toes. Now, anybody who knows me from God 101 or this show, One on One on God 101, knows that I always start out asking about faith. The reason I asked about love and the romance is because God is love. However, I do want to know, since we last spoke, has your faith walk deepened or changed in any way? And I would love to start with Joseph, because you both told me you're spiritual and you believe in a higher power.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I would say absolutely, because the circumstances that have been presented, especially, in my life and even with Taylor and I think saying a coincidence is just too, it's throwing everything that's actually happened away. Like, there's just too many instances. The more that we spend time together, the more that I navigate post Big Brother, that I think a lot of it is, fell into place due to a higher power or due to fate or destiny. And there's been a lot of positivity and, great aspects that have came out of this. And I think a lot of it is because of, a higher power, just, looking out and rewarding, doing the right thing and being a good person.
Taylor, how about you? Because when you and I spoke after you won, you spoke about believing in the universe, but I felt like you were hesitating saying anything about the Lord, but I could be wrong. Where is your faith journey at?
Well, I think it's really interesting because people have different interpretations of what religion and spirituality can look like. For me, I am still more agnostic, but that doesn't mean I don't deny that there's a higher power. It's just I don't know what the higher power is or what faith or religion is getting it right. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to approach it. But like Joseph said, when you look at all the things I've experienced since this summer, frankly, the people I've been connected to, the conversations I've been able to have, this win and the opportunities that have been afforded to me, yes, some of my hard work goes into it, but a lot of things have to align because of some higher power. So, my faith walk has not been directed towards one specific religion or one specific deity, but that doesn't mean that I don't think they exist.
I have to show you something really funny, Taylor. I don't know if either of you saw this on Twitter. My sister sent me this after you, Taylor, and I did a one-on-one interview.
Oh, I have to see those. That is hilarious. I'm gonna make that my new screen.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That is the funniest thing in my life.
I'm going to give you now, for anyone who's just listening to this, someone named Brian Scaley tweeted, that I said to you with like a very mean expression, and this is from when I co-hosted the talk, as thank God right now, or I will take away your $800,000.
Well, I paid my taxes, so it's looking more like half of that right now.
Oh
Still
my God.
comfortable.
I appreciate that you can have a good sense of humor
Yeah.
about that. I really do.
I mean, that was brilliant.
So
It,
funny.
it just so nailed everything. But anyhow,
Your
it was a
sister's
lot.
so funny. You ever said
So okay, how did Jaylor form? Like, what's happening with you two? Are you inseparable? Like, girlfriend, boyfriend, like exclusive? Tell me everything. I'm starting with you, Taylor.
Ooh, okay. So I think coming out of the house, we both knew that there was something there, but we also knew that we needed to really dive into what happened in the season, how the twist impacted us, who we are as individuals. Julie, I was really fed some lies in the house while Joseph was away. So I had to process, is this still the person that I think he is, or did he play me for the game? And, within minutes of being reunited, I knew that was not the case. But you still have to be an adult and process through the feelings. So we took our time. We took about a month and a half, really, to navigate what our lives will look like, where we are right now, where we want to be. And then we took the cruise. I took this little one on the cruise that I won as America's favorite player. And that's where we just realized, all the hemming and hawing and the waiting, we've done enough of it. We have had the conversations. We understood each other deeply. We lived in a very small space together on top of being in the Big Brother house. I think this is it for the long haul. So that's where we lock things in.
Joseph,
yes.
has your family met Taylor?
They have via FaceTime. Actually, today will be in person. But yeah, they're excited. They love her. They think she's great. I'm happier than ever. So they love and support my happiness. And even through their brief interactions, like, you out of all people know our lives were under a microscope. So you get some good indication of who we are as people and how we act and behave. But my family is extremely supportive and happy.
Taylor, has your family met Joseph?
My mom, I don't think you met Grandma Betty.
Briefly on finale night.
Yeah, so my mom met him on finale night. And then, of course, when we FaceTime, there's always, Grandma's already inviting him to Thanksgiving. But I'm like, Grandma Betty, like, he has his own big family. We'll get there eventually. Just take a breath. But really, I've spent more time with his family since Adam, his brother, spent a lot of time in LA that week after. And
yeah,
I love that kid to death. His other siblings have been phenomenal. So I can spend time with them. I'm excited.
Now, Taylor, you used a term before, this is it for the long haul. And I always like to say that we've had more marriages come out of Big Brother than The Bachelor.
Good to know.
I don't know if that's true, but I like to say it.
We'll take it.
I believe it's true.
Is that what you meant by long haul? Like partners?
Yeah, I do see Joseph as my life partner. I think even when we've had some of the worst conflicts or things to overcome, the way that we approach it is so mature, and I've never had to face adversity in a way that's so adult and healthy. So I think he and I can get through. If we can get through Big Brother and the craziness thrown at us and the things that have been said about us afterwards, we can really make it through anything.
Joseph, is that a reflection of how you feel in your heart?
Absolutely. Like at this point, it's getting, with each day and each opportunity I get to spend with Taylor, it just does solidify the longevity here, the chemistry. And as Taylor mentioned, we've been through a lot, so it gets pretty hard. I think the foundation and everything is stable for this relationship, which is what we were exactly looking for. This is why we didn't just on impulse exit the house, get into a relationship, or get into anything romantic immediately. We really wanted to build a solid foundation for one another. And that it took about a month and a half, and here we are today.
So we are posting this show on Thanksgiving morning. Okay. What are each of you thankful for right now? Taylor, I'll start with you.
I was going to say, Joseph, go first.
Joseph, go first. Give your lady some time to process and think.
It's okay. I think I am grateful for my friends and family. And I know that feels like such a cop-out answer, but when you look at the experience specifically that I had this summer, it takes a lot of toll on the families back at home. And they are the ones, frankly, that saw a lot more of the adversity that I went through. Even though I experienced some of it, they saw the other conversations happening about me. And that's very, very difficult for families and friends to go through, especially when they're managing your social media or talking to people that haven't talked to you in a long time. So I'm very grateful for them and the love that they've surrounded me with in the house, outside the house, before I was even anybody.
Joseph, how about you?
Of course, as well. My friends and family, as Taylor mentioned, coming out of the house, they were like my first and immediate support system. They were there for me navigating this entire lifestyle. It's so different that they are still my sense of, normal and what it was before the show. But ultimately, that leads me to the second thing I'm thankful for, which is the show and Big Brother. The opportunity to meet you, Julie, Taylor, everyone, the experience in its whole. I'm very grateful for it. And of course, my health and happiness.
I'm also grateful for my first Julie Chen Moonves interview being on God 101 and not on the Big Brother stage.
Well said.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows if I'm interviewing you on stage,
You
that
lost.
means you didn't win. Right.
Oh yeah, and I'm thankful for Julie giving me the chance to set the record straight on finale. I did not see that coming. So thank you, Julie. You helped Jaylor big time.
Remind everyone what you're talking about.
So on finale night, everybody, I'm just sitting there, contemplating. I wonder what Taylor thinks of this whole situation. I wonder what's going on. I'm in the dark. And Julie gives me the floor for a couple seconds to kind of clear out the air. And I could tell that this clearing definitely needed to be done by people's reactions. Brittany specifically, I think she turns around to look at me to be like, wait, what? So I really did appreciate Julie giving me the chance to clear the air, because Taylor and I, up until this part, haven't spoke at all. So it kind of did set the tone for us after the show to communicate and find each other.
How are the two of you spending Thanksgiving?
Well, so Detroit is really, really big on Thanksgiving. We have the second most watched parade. It's televised nationally, so I'm working on getting in that parade. And we also have a Thanksgiving Day football game, so it looks like I'll probably be at that game repping Big Brother. But outside of that, I'm just excited to eat my grandma's fried chicken and yams, and we do Cornish hens instead of turkeys because I got a small family.
In the 2 minutes we have left, two final questions. Did you two watch the whole season together as planned last time we spoke?
We're working through it.
We're working through it.
We're just at the veto for my first HOH.
Yeah.
Okay. And who do you each still keep in touch with from the house? Who wants to go first?
I would say I still regularly speak with Turner, Indy, Jasmine. We have a group chat with everyone, so communications fostered through in there, regularly, I would say. But overall, it's just like on a basis based on like checking in, things of that nature.
Yeah, I talked to probably the most Turner, and because I'm in LA a lot, Indy, but I'm also in a group chat with Joseph and Michael and Brittany, so we still talk pretty often.
Yeah, and Michael and Brittany.
I love it. Well, I want to wish you both Godspeed, a healthy, happy, safe Thanksgiving and beyond. And just remember, God is love. And love always wins. Spoiler alert, God wins, which is synonymous with love.
Love wins.
Always.
And that is
Jaylor,
true.
Joseph, did I pronounce it right? Abden?
Yes, perfect.
Joseph Abden, Taylor Hale, also known as Jaylor, Joseph Taylor.
Julie, are you a Jaylor?
If that means like a fan of the two
Yes.
of you, then yeah, I'm a Jaylor.
Yes!
Fire, bussin', whatever. Bussin' means good, right?
Yes.
Mega bussin'. Mega bussin' on Jaylor. I love you both.
We love
Fly
you.
safe. And this is not the end. It's goodbye for now.
Thank you, Julie.
Godspeed.